Yeah, baby. You make me happy.
It sounds so evil and so mean, but let me tell you, I don't regret. Hello guys, I know that this is a very quick video, but it's story time and I feel like I could talk about this since I'm pretty sure a lot of you are like looking at the title and you're like, what the hell? And yes, I almost killed someone one day, so... And so, it all started with this. So I'm gonna talk about the times where I basically had accidents and where like my near death experience, and the time that I almost killed someone when I was a child. Yes, I did it on purpose. She was a bully. Me trying to find excuses for me to say that. So yeah. So I'm gonna start first with the story time where I basically had to go and like, I remember me and my mom, we were going somewhere and like we were back in Peru, and like in Peru it's very, everything is disorganized, very messy. The buses literally do not obey traffic at all. Like in the United States, it's literally the opposite in there. Like here people actually obey traffic laws, and like it's not that crazy as it could be, okay? So basically on my first time, sadly, I think I was going to therapy, or it was, I think it was therapy. I'm pretty sure it was therapy, and it was very far away from my house. So like it took like an hour to get there, and we took this bus, and like the problem about buses is that, like I said, they didn't obey any laws or rules or anything like that, and like basically they were competing, and I've seen that a lot in Peru. They actually compete, which is crazy. Like why would you do that? You know, you're risking people's lives, but they didn't care. And like I remember the accident, basically what happened was that there were two buses together and like on their side, and like the rear windows, no, not the rear windows, there were the mirrors on the side, the small mirrors on the side, like basically crashed into the window on my side where I was having my head, um what's that called, apoyar, no olvidé, ay Dios mío, but basically I was like this, and like I felt like I needed to move, and so I did this towards my mom, and just kind of was like, I think I was falling asleep or something. But basically, I think I cannot think about it right now because I'm gonna be like, oh my gosh, like I had no reaction towards it. I literally was like, oh, the window literally just broke, and the freaking mirror of the other bus was in the window, like literally like in the middle of it, like, and the sides of it were broken, and like it was all shattered, and my reaction literally like was nothing. I just kind of stare at it like, okay, this just happened, and you know it's kind of sad. And my mom got angry, of course, and she literally like wasn't happy about it at all. And because if I had my head there, I would have had a big injury, and it wouldn't have been good because like they were driving fast. So yeah, that's one story. And I'm not saying it was near death experience. I mean, kind of, because it wasn't. It wasn't like this. Like it wasn't like the car actually slowed down. It didn't notice that it was getting too near to each other too much, and I didn't notice that. But it's just automatically, to be honest, it was kind of like my intuition was like turn to this side, and I did, and I turned to this side, and I kind of, what's that word? Freaking, I hovered. I guess kind of. I think that's the word. I forgot that was the word. I'm so sorry. But basically, I did that, and because of that, my head wasn't hit, and the glass of a window didn't really do nothing more than just kind of shatter on this side, and I did end up having some pieces of glasses on this side of my leg and on my arm a little bit, but it wasn't like that bad. And I remember I had an appointment and I had to go, so it didn't matter. My mom basically got angry, took me out of the bus, and literally we tried to take another bus, I think, or that's what we did basically. Yeah. Another thing, another near-death experience was the time where I was basically going to this uh, volleyball class because I used to take volleyball a lot. I literally was always taking volleyball. My mom wanted me to take volleyball and like non-stop. So like I took volleyball and I enjoy it. I will be honest with that. I did enjoy it. And it was a lot of fun. It was just me playing around and you know, we used to play in as teams towards other like other schools and all, but like it wasn't really like a thing, you know. Sorry, I'm kind of fixing my shirt. But basically, what happened was that I was running, and I think I was about to be late or something like that. But I will remember. I will forever remember this because I wasn't happy about it. But basically, I fell in the middle of the road, and there were two cars basically about to pass, and I literally fell down because my shoes were untied. And lesson learned, kids. Lesson learned. Please tie your shoes, okay? You don't want that to happen to you. Basically, I got scared because the car basically did this and it literally was honking at me, and I had to literally run, get up and run, even though I had like this scratches on my leg, and the other car was near too. And what I mean is that I did notice that, and I did react it really fast. And like these are the accidents that I almost had if I didn't move or anything like that. So yeah, that happened. Uh, Another thing happened too. With a bicycle. I don't know what the hell happened, but I think I saw now what happened. I think that's what happened because like basically, I was riding the bicycle on my street and I didn't notice that there was a car on my side. So basically, the car did not honk at me when I was about to turn to the left side. And like I was just trying to cross the street because I wanted to get near the houses instead of being on the right side because it was a kind of like a self-preference thing, okay? But I didn't notice that there was a car. I don't know why I didn't look. I was so stupid. Like I'm talking about like this happened like 4 years ago, 5 years ago, and right now I'm 18, so I don't know. But it went to this side and I noticed the car was there and it did hit me, but it wasn't like that bad. It was just kind of like the car noticed that I was gonna turn, so it did stop. It did hit the brakes, but I was right there already, kind of. So it was more of a my bicycle was like this and the car did this. That's it. So it pushed me off and that's all. And but then I just kind of kept going, which is funny because most of the time I would be like, what the hell just happened? And I'm aware of that. But to be honest, it wasn't really that big of a deal. Yeah. I, my dad and my mom got really mad at me, but I was like, you know, it is what it is. If I would have died, well, unimpressed. I don't know. If I would have gone hit, I probably would have gone to the hospital if the car didn't stop. But yeah, I don't know. I I don't know why it was like that. Now there are some other stories that I do remember, like being at the hospital or like another accident that happened. Oh, the time that I almost fell down from a mountain, basically, from a cliff or cliff. Kind of, they call it cliff, but it's not exact. It wasn't exactly a cliff, but I did. Okay, it was sort of a cliff. Um, And it was dark, and it was around 11 p.m. and it was in Peru, and it was like on La Sierra. So it was like where like there are mountains on the side of Machu Picchu, basically. If you know where it is, then you know where it is. If you don't, basically, Machu Picchu, we know where it is. We all know it's in Peru, and behind Machu Picchu, we have, from what I know, behind Machu Picchu is, I think, Puno, somewhere in there, and near there before that is Tumepampa, or Arequipa. And basically, when I was there, um, I fell down from a mountain, and like, uh, to explain things out, when you go up a mountain, it has like the little parts, of course, that are like kind of built for you to step on. But stupidly, me, I wasn't strong enough for some reason. I don't, and this was like when I was like 10 years old. And so it was dark. I barely could see. I remember I did not step correctly, so I went this way and the cliff was that way. And basically, I'm gonna put up a picture after this story before the other story. Don't worry, I'll get to it. Don't worry. I'll talk about the day that I almost killed someone. Don't worry. I'm getting there. So you were like in this side and I was walking on here. And the thing was like that. And after that, if you fall, you are gonna die. There's no way you're gonna make it alive. Because there are literally rocks all the way, like it's like 10 feet. It's 10 feet and like more than that. I don't even know. But it was big. It was a mountain. So I could have died. Me, before basically hitting that and realizing that if no one hold me, that I was actually gonna like, fall off. My uncle actually grabbed my hand at that time, I remember. And great thing is that I kind of picked myself up from him and just kind of hold everyone, because everyone was like having this like rope. I think we had kind of ropes grabbing to each other just in case, so we wouldn't fall or anything like that. And mostly me, because I didn't know when they wanted to take me, and I was like, let's go, because I was so excited. I probably was drunk too, because in Peru they give this chicha, this water, this drink. It's not water, it's a drink. I'm so sorry. That basically is chicha morada, and I'm talking about the real chicha morada. If some people hear about this and you think, oh, it's just chicha morada, like it's just corn, trust me, this one is the original chicha morada, and it's not exactly corn. And I mean, it is corn, but it has some other ingredients to it that when they go for too long, it basically becomes a beverage, like alcoholic beverage. And I drank. It wasn't good, but for some reason I kept drinking. So I basically feel like I was a little bit of already. So So yeah, that happened. I'm gonna pause this video. Go back. Hold up. Okay, for the next one. And yeah, I'm grateful for my uncle. We were not close, but I did say thank you, because he was, to be honest, I probably wouldn't have come back with them if it wasn't because he held me. So yeah. And now let's talk about the whole story. The other story, not the whole story. Okay. So when I was in middle school, elementary, was it elementary or middle school? Elementary, I'll say elementary, just in case. I just kind of not hated, but it's just, there was this girl who bullied me a lot, and I just couldn't take it anymore. So basically I kind of tricked her, and like, I wanted to trick her because she used to drink my whole water and all the time, and I wanted to drink it sometimes, but she would drink it. So I got very angry, and when you're a kid, you don't know what the hell you're doing. But I was aware of some things, like my mom used to give me this water in quote. I don't exactly know. I don't even know exactly what it is, but from what she told me, it's a natural drug. But I'm pretty sure you know where I'm going from. No, where I'm what I'm talking about. If some people do have heard me say this story, great, you're enjoying it again. But basically, my dumbass poured. I think it was whole a lot of that, and I knew that if you drank too much, it could actually impact your brain, from what I know. And she even kind of talked to me about it, my mom, afterwards, when I kind of told her. And like, the water was supposed to be to make you sleepy and relax, unquote. I don't know. I don't exactly know, but from what she told me, that's what was it, and it was a natural drug. So what I did was, like I said, I poured it a lot into my water. It was kind of like this. Like half of this was like basically it, and the rest was like water. And I not gave it to her, but I put it on the side of my lunch because I thought that the girl was gonna come and drink my water. Let me say that my best friend was thirsty. Now, she did not ask me to drink my water when I left. Okay, and I don't know why the hell did I not stop her, but I didn't stop her. She drank almost everything of the beverage, of the drink that I had that was for me. And I'm pretty sure I left, and like she drank a bunch of water, and I didn't exactly thought of it. I think I forgot, but when I remember, I noticed that she was the one to drink it, not the girl that I wanted it to drink it. So I wanted to kill her, the other girl, okay? And my thoughts were like, nobody's gonna find out. Literally, no one will find out. And I even thought of putting rat poison, okay? Y'all should be glad I didn't do that. But basically, what I found out later on is that supposedly the next day, I never apologize for this, but she supposedly drank the whole thing, ended up drinking the whole thing, and I didn't know that. I don't know how, okay, I don't even know exactly. I know all of this because I remember it and I will never forget. But basically, she fell asleep on the bus where she was going to her house and didn't came back to her house until 8 p.m. And of course, it was my responsibility. And I do not regret it, bro. It sounds so evil and so mean, but let me tell you, I don't regret it. That way I can talk about it now. So my idea was to drug her, the other girl, the bully, and her, because I knew she took the bus too. Okay, my friend drank it, okay? And what happened to her, I wanted the girl to happen that to her, not to my friend, okay? And I'm not about to say her name, but her name is gonna be Chatty. How about that? Chatty. She drank the whole damn thing, and she never found out that it was me, okay? And okay, I think she asked about it once, and I didn't say nothing. But if you're watching this, si estás viendo esto, mira, la persona que puso esa cosa en el agua fui yo. Yo me equivoqué, perdón. No me equivoqué, pero fue un accidente. No, no era para ti. Okay? I sound so weird when I speak Spanish. I don't even know. But like, I might start doing some Spanish jokes. I don't know. Como lo que dice mi mamá. Pero espero que ustedes tengan un buen día y espero que you guys enjoyed my video. And this is just a little bit of story time. I'm sorry if I talk for too long, but yeah. These are some of my stories of me having bad accidents almost, and a near-death experience. And the time that I almost killed someone. I wanted to kill someone, basically. I hope you guys enjoy and don't hate me. The lighting is really bad in here. Okay, so I'm trying. Don't judge me, okay? Bye. I upload every single Monday and Friday. And if I don't upload Monday, I will upload on Friday. That's for sure, unless I'm really busy. Like this past week, my last video didn't go well. I'm so sorry. And it was long, and I know I tried to make it as fast as I could, but at the same time I wanted to show off the things that I bought, and at the same time I wanted to kind of give some ideas for everyone, because I didn't want it to just go and talk and literally not really like do the point of the video. And I'm so sorry. I have this thing. I'll explain this later. But yes, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I wish you guys could subscribe and like this. So yeah, support please. I really want to make it big one day. Bye.